Good day, everybody. It is Calxiyn and Hunter here, and we are reacting to RWBY Evermorrow AU Episode 5 and 6, and I'm super excited. If you guys don't know, I, of course, am voicing Arthur Watts. The Secret has come out. I'm joking, Hunter. I'm joking. Clearly, people know that I did all the efforts for Neo by now. Yeah, I was kidding. You ruined my joke, but it's okay.
Just the delivery.
I know, I sounded so serious. Well, I'm an actress. That's why I get to be voice actors in the show, right? And so I'm super excited because, okay, I read the script, but I didn't understand what was happening. Like, I tried to read through to understand the context. Like, you know what I mean? I tried to read through the script to try to understand what was going on, but the problem is that I hadn't seen episodes 1 to 4. So when they had, like, Cardin is doing this, I was like, I don't understand what's going on right now. So even though I read the script, I did not process. The script did not actually enter into my brain. So I'm excited to see what happens, because yeah, I don't know.
My soul left my body, and I was taken over by the spirit of Neapolitan.
Yeah, basically.
I simply became a vessel for her grunts, and I grunted those grunts.
Exactly. But I'm excited. Go support Kale. Like, usually this is where I'd be like, and you guys should watch us on Patreon. But, you know, you guys should support Kale because obviously this is a fan project. A lot of time and effort and work has been put into it. You can support us if you want, but go support them first and foremost, right? And so let's just get into it with our episode 5 reaction. Hello? Oh, okay. I'm like, okay, so we were totally gaslit about this. The song is from Arrowfell.
Yes.
I was like, did they hire a Casey sound alike? But it sounds so fitting for the show. Like, I don't know, it's just crazy. Oh yeah, and Ilya is pretending to be a student, and I had that theory back in like volume 4 or something.
I wrote like the outline for a fan fiction high school about
Ilya was the I in Team Funky, and it was a whole thing. So I just love the fact that she exists.
Ilya was like a White Fang secret agent.
Yeah, exactly.
And eventually she like turned, but you had to figure out who the other secret agent was.
Yeah, like I love that idea, so I'm so glad that is actually like it lives on, like it's being used, obviously. So that makes me happy. I also love their little outfits. I know we mentioned this in our previous reaction to Evermorrow, but it's always good to restate again
they're very
about their cunty little outfits.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so now we're 3D animated.
It's not just like the 2D animated, like.
I mean, I guess there was a little bit last time, but
wait. Who is that?
It's no longer doing the,
She sounds so much like Weiss, holy shit.
Open up. Well, a little bit.
The natural order.
Huh?
Humans that hate the fauna so much, they started a full-on fascist group. They're one of the main reasons the White Fang turned to violence.
Okay. Natural order is an interesting name for that, because...
the White Fang, like we all do.
Oh, Cardin!
Hey, I'm Cardin!
No.
Their lives.
Bada bing!
I love the same style as Blake's backstory.
And
oh, Jacques!
Oh dear.
Well,
it also kind of reminds me of
happy to give it to them.
World of Remnant.
I can put one in the back of his head right now.
Oh, okay.
Thick. If Torchwick is around, then we can't risk him learning that we're here. We need to be smart about this.
Is that Jeremy? Maybe. Who is this small sassy? Is that Neo in disguise? Hold on.
This little child.
Who is this child? I think it's Neo.
That little child in the fascist group is the most vicious criminal in the bunch.
No. Yeah, I think like I'm remembering, you know, how Neo was in disguise at the manor. I think that's her.
Oh.
Yeah.
So kind.
Okay, yeah. I was like, who's this random short lady with them?
She does have hands. It's just hard to see because. She wearing docs? What a lesbian.
Can you stop with the disguises? I don't need your sidekick to babysit me.
I don't know how I feel about Roman working with these people. Oh,
she's
I like the
pickpocket.
I mean, she's worked with, like, terroristic groups in the past. I also like that the show had the balls to use the phrase fascist. Not a lot of shows have that.
You need us to do the dirty work as much as we need the cash from this job.
I think my dear friend Neo just raised a few questions about that first part, but...
Roman doesn't support them, they're just a means to an end.
Oh, well, that's how he felt about
I know, but I was just... I needed some clarity.
Now, let's head inside
Bullshit,
and
grumble,
take
I
a
love
look.
Neo's like how her hair in the
So
back.
It's not just Roman, but
This
it's
has
something
really,
else
it's
too.
kind of like
We
that
need to split
scene
up to
in
cover
The
ground.
Wizard of Oz,
You know
where
that.
Dorothy and
See,
everyone
I
is
know
like
what
looking
exactly
into
they
the
did with what they
Wicked
stole.
Witch's castle.
Done.
Sky, get in there and kill the power.
What are you doing?
What's it look like I'm doing? I'm delegating.
I love Cardin's accent, by the way.
Like, why do they go New York Italian? That's
I
so
love it.
great.
Together. Russell, you're with Dust Queen over there.
Okay,
I'm going after Torchwick myself.
that
This
seems
is
like a bad
supposed to be
idea.
a recon mission.
Once I bag Torchwick, you'll be thanking me.
Hey, oh.
Don't worry about Hunter, guys. She just doesn't sleep at night. She's not bored.
Try to make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Ah.
I'll see if I can find where they're keeping the dust.
Guess you're with the pipsqueak, Dove.
I love that Yang has a little lesbian vest. I'm so
Oh.
happy for her.
Blake. Hey, Blake.
Blake, do you have any games on your phone, Blake?
What is it, Sky?
What are we doing again?
We're putting a stop to whatever Roman started. The others will deal with the targets. We need to stop the production line. Whatever that is.
Okay.
So, we got the boring job? I wish Dove would have let me shoot that guy. It wouldn't have killed him.
I just
probably.
want murder.
I don't know.
Quiet.
I like how they're actually giving a character
Bart.
to the other
I need a way
cardinal.
past them.
Ah.
Oh, they
got
switched into 3D.
You three idiots get a move on
That is
already. Don't make me come in there.
Oh, that's cool.
What in the world was that?
Just my semblance. Check
Oh,
it
he
out.
can throw his voice. That's
Look at
neat.
me. I skipped
Oh!
2 years, and I fight with a
I like how they did the effect of the
Yeah.
overlap.
I'm white.
This is cute.
I only
It's
wear
making me
myself
like a
so confident.
member of Team
I
Cardinal.
know. You shouldn't
I'm Blake.
do
I'm
that.
extremely serious
How dare
and
you.
have no sense of humor.
How dare you?
fight! Punch, punch, punch!
All right, I get it. Cut it out and let's get it over with.
He's charming, son of a bitch.
I know.
Why is
He
this
has his little like little party trick, and he wants to shoot people. What a baby.
You know, he's
You
comfortable
certainly
enough with his
changed your tune.
masculinity to put on the
Confidence of
female voice.
Cardin.
Huh? I didn't.
Yeah, this guy ran away at the breach, I think, so I
Yeah.
like that.
Look,
Or
Yeah.
at the fall.
go.
They
over to
really
her,
like actually
I can see
gave
you.
Team Cardinal like
Personality.
personalities beyond just being vicious and racist,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that.
I can't believe that worked.
Sometimes you just gotta boss
I
people
knew this was
around.
a shoddy operation, but I didn't think they'd leave crucial information just flying around here.
Mmm.
No way.
Ooh, what is it? Is it something cool?
Shut up. They're not just stealing dust. They're mixing
Okay.
a small amount of high-grade dust cut with a large amount of low-grade dust. Sold as if it were 100% high-grade.
Okay. That sounds
It
dangerous.
doesn't take a genius to calculate how profitable it is to sell large quantities of top-quality dust that doesn't exist.
Mhm.
But it's not only deceptive.
Yeah, that's what I
it's
was thinking.
dangerous to use mixed grades, especially if you're a consumer who's unaware.
Some nice little detective work there.
Howdy, little lady.
What do we have here?
I also love how
Oh.
these guys are like so
Killing the
boring.
powers
Like they are
Yeah.
just
You're not a leader.
His name is
I am.
Khaki. Like,
know
yeah.
literally, that's so funny. I was given the name.
great.
Oh,
Oh, that was me.
that was you.
I did that.
Come here to waste time.
You
on
did
this
that. Mhm.
Pipsqueak.
Let's listen to that.
Tell me where your
Mhm.
boss is. Now. Then get out of my way.
Oh,
I'm
look at
bringing
you.
Aw,
Torchwick
she's
in,
so cute.
Dead or alive.
I like the two different color eyebrow
I've
too.
done it.
So, can I ask you kind of a weird question?
Go ahead. You're gonna ask it anyway.
Oh, that's
Why
funny.
do you keep your eyes closed all the time?
It's my semblance.
Whoa, I've never met someone.
This is so like RWBY Volume 2 coded.
When my eyes are closed, my other senses get stronger, especially my awareness.
Okay.
I can predict things almost before they happen.
Oh, you like a
Spidey
bat?
sense. Aw,
guess.
that's cute.
Sounds like it comes handy in a fight.
Maybe it would be on a better team.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I like that.
I
like
like
they don't
this.
all like each other.
I have to listen to his every command. To think I used to be Sanctum's number 2.
Been a while, Red.
Ah,
You're
Roman.
just desperate to ride on my coattails, aren't
Aren't ya?
Speaking of, like the new jacket? Had to get some new duds once I took the side door out of jail. You and I finally managed to coordinate our colors for one of our little spats. Then you bring this honeyed
He
ham
cares.
yet a
Yeah,
kid
I
of ours.
guess.
He wants our violence to be aesthetically pleasing.
It stops now.
Oh, Little Red, how cliche. You just don't know how out of your depth you are, do ya?
Roman's voice is really, like, on point.
Quite the opposite. No, Cinder and I parted ways. I've seen neither hide nor hair from her since she ran with her tail
Cinder.
between her legs.
I love her.
You must think poorly of me if you didn't guess. I already had a plan to escape from jail on my own. A piece of advice. Aim high in life, and always have a diminutive business partner who can get you out of a bind.
Diminutive?
Yeah, Roman wouldn't fucking say that.
No, diminutive. No, Roman.
Well, maybe he's playing it up, like...
Maybe.
He knows they're not actually like
I feel
that.
like I want a scene where Roman looks to Neo and is just like, you know, I didn't mean that. I'm just fucking, I love you, babe. It's
I was
okay.
just trying to
Let's get
overhype
ice
myself.
cream. I'm sorry. My
I won't
bad.
be going down easy this time.
Damn, that was... Should we pause before we do, like, the next one, do you think?
Ooh, perhaps?
This guy actually existed in the mobile game? That's
What?
hilarious. Yeah, like,
Oh my
his
goodness.
face. Oh, that's funny.
Cute. I love how they looked at this little piece of fan art or art.
Oh, there's a post.
In a somewhat
bloopers.
obscure whatever of RWBY, and was like, this guy's a fascist.
You're wrong. These
Oh.
clods pick fights within his...
This is just the outtakes.
I skipped ahead 2 years, and I fight with a big gardening tool.
Oh, that would have been funny. Did they do the swirl?
A
No,
small
they didn't,
amount
but that's cute.
of
Me every day. I didn't even have a line. I'm still...
So,
That would be
you can
funny
dance
if you
your
got
day
in
with
the...
Buster
Yeah, like,
today.
what did I do? They get into the...
It's over, Torchwick. I have the high ground.
It doesn't matter how you got out of jail. You're going back in. Bitch.
I think that is Jeremy. Okay, do you think that we should talk about it before we go on to the next one?
Yes.
Yeah, because, like, that was... I really like all the different interactions. I mean, the only people we didn't really see were Cardin and Yang, which I'm okay with that, but I really liked how
I feel
it
like
fleshed
Cardin's
out...
the one character they can't make sympathetic.
Right
Because
now,
he
Ali,
is just
yeah.
a miserable racist.
And so I liked all of the interactions with every different character except
Especially
Cardin.
Sky was very, or whoever the one that was
The
able to throw
murdery
their
one,
voice. Yeah.
yeah.
He was very charming.
Like, that was really cute. I like also the idea that the green-haired one, whose name I don't remember
Sky-
right now.
I think
Sky's
that's
the blue one.
Oh, so that's Dove.
No, I thought
No.
Dove was the...
Dove is the closed eye. Then I don't know who the green hair. I don't know who
Russell?
they're
Anyway,
Russell,
I don't
it's
know.
Russell,
So,
yes,
yeah,
Russell.
like, I really like how
Russell
he's
or
like, can we
Sky?
get out of here? Because I think he's the one who
Or Dove.
runs away in the Fall of Beacon, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's kind of
Like,
implied
one
that
of them,
all of Team Carton skipped
I know,
town.
but one of them
Yeah.
does it for, like, one of them, Cardin's being attacked and he runs. I can't remember. Anyway, I don't remember the exact circumstances, but that's what I think happened. I really like, I guess the plot thread of, like, Roman really have to resort to the bottom of the barrel, you know what I mean? Because the White Fang, I guess, isn't working with him anymore because the White Fang was in Cinder's court, and so now he's like, oh, well, you know, these fucking guys, but they can't do anything without Neo, so it's not that Roman wants to work with them. It's that same sort of situation where he's just taking what he can get right now, and this is all he can get. I agree with you that the show, like, to call them fascists, like, that was,
Interesting, compelling.
because, like, that's never happened in RWBY before.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I like the concept. I should be very clear so I don't get ratioed on Twitter. I like the concept
I
of
love
the
fascism.
I love the concept
No.
of the natural order
Yeah,
because
it's compelling.
the idea, like, yeah, in hindsight, it makes a lot of sense. There would be a human supremacist group.
Organization.
Because the entire, like, I feel like that, something the show never really explored, but it's more in the realm of the books and the fairy tale book, is that I don't know how to explain this exactly, but, like, people are afraid of the Faunus because the Faunus are humans, but they have this added edge when it comes to fighting the Grimm, and so there's always been an element of
inferiority complex?
Yeah, inferiority complex that has made people turn that into, like, we're afraid of these people because they're different from us, but they can also defend themselves better, and therefore, like, we think that they should be, you know, that they should belong to us in some way, that they should serve and protect us, right? And so kind of the Faunus as meat shields in some capacity to do dangerous things because they're enhanced, like go into the mines and stuff like that. So you could say that because the Faunus have traits that make them stronger, they're also seen as more disposable by people like Jacques compared to a normal human. It's almost like, well, you were born to be stronger, so we're gonna use your strength for this, right? And like a lot of how that plays into, you know, the racism in the world. That makes a lot of sense to me from a world building standpoint, that something like that would eventually happen.
I also
right?
like that a major criticism of RWBY that I have, that a lot of people have, is that the way they handled the White Fang was sort of poor. And I feel like if you really fleshed out the degree to which, like, Faunus really do face racism, and they did an admirable job in the show, but having a group like the Natural Order,
it makes sense.
I think it would make the whole Faunus and the whole White Fang portion of RWBY flow a little better. And make a little more sense in universe. Because then at least the White Fangs, and they do a decent enough job of it, but at least the White Fang's cause would seem more legitimate. If we got to see their kind of polar opposites.
But, like, what was the war? Because, okay, so here's my other thing. Here's my other beef, not to get into this too much. A war can only happen between two
opposing
powers
sides
of equal strength, and the Faunus never had a place. So when they're talking about after the Great War, there was the Faunus War, what I would want to be interrogated was, like, how can there be, how was there a war?
Was it a civil war?
Like, I don't understand, like, where was the, like, what was the context? Because there was no Faunus nation, so how was there a Faunus war? Like, Menagerie only happened, anyway. So, like, I think that was another questionable misstep of the show, because, like, how was there a war if there is no, like, Faunus kingdom that has an opposing level of power? In hindsight, they probably should have had it that there was a kingdom like Atlas trying to subjugate them, and there was fighting back against that subjugation and that oppression. Like, this is not, I don't know why they did that. Like, now that I'm older and I'm sort of, like, you know, more aware of things, I'm like, well, wait a minute, what was the Faunus War actually about? And, like, they never bring it up again, and it happens after the Great War, which is weird, because all the kingdoms are unified, but then they break up again over this issue.
My assumption is that the Faunus War described a kind of civil war.
Yeah, maybe. But, like, the civil war between all the I don't know, they should have just made them one thing, that the reason why the kingdoms were fighting was because Vale and Vacuo did not agree with what Mistral and Atlas were doing. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I just think that, like, what's happening here makes a degree of sense to me. In terms of how they explained it, Weiss just sounds on point. Like, she sounds so much like Weiss, it's scary. A Roman's dialogue. I don't know how I feel about him calling Neo diminutive, but I feel like that he was just trying to be like, I'm the boss. Like, he doesn't want people to know that him and Neo, if we're taking, I don't know how much Kale cares, you know, particularly about the canon of the book, and they don't have to, but if we're taking this as, like, if I'm interpreting this within the canon of the book, I think Roman is just, he doesn't want them to know that they're on equal level, because that's additional information. If Roman reveals how important Neo is to him, that's an immediate weakness. So I'm gonna interpret that as he's covering up his tracks for how much he actually cares.
I just imagine that afterwards Neo hears it and gives, like, Roman shit for a week about it. I really, that's my headcanon. And I love the seamlessness between the 3D models and the 2D models was also very apparent. I don't know, like, it was very good. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even notice the change. I was like, oh my god, her head's moving. Like, it looked like a scene, and then she started to move. It was really cool. Aw, man. See, I want to pay somebody to make a little Neo Fox animated situation like this. You're gonna
Kale.
Neo and Fox yourself into so many skills.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I mean,
hilarious.
I won't do it. Like, but I could pay them to do it, maybe. I don't know. We're the Team Coffee character models. We'll see. But yeah, I was jump scared by my own little
your little
thing.
noise you made.
Yeah.
I'm
the only thing
curious
I
to
wish
see.
is that I treated my audio a little bit better in hindsight. I mean, I don't know what Kale did to it, but I could have done more. I thought that they were gonna put it through, you know, the blender.
In my office. I'm honored.
Okay, that's creepy. What's going on with Russell?
He's just staring in a corner. If I don't move, then he doesn't
see me. Yeah.
His rifle has a paw print with a Ghostbusters nose through it. That's pretty fucked up.
This dust is how we fund our counterattack.
Oh my god.
We're just putting things right. Leveling the scale.
Okay, we did not ask.
Mixing high and low grade dust and making it more dangerous to the public? If you think endangering the innocent means you and I are on the same side, you're sorely mistaken.
Yeah.
I may have had my issues with the white thing in the past, but unlike you, I hold no ill will against
You go off, Weiss.
I mean, anymore?
I mean, it's past volume 2, right?
I know, so.
But I see that you've been at Beacon too long.
Uh-oh.
Long enough to take you in a fight.
Ah!
Oh, we'll see.
Oh, please, sir. You're just a man.
Week, you're outnumbered.
That is you. That's crazy.
The hard way,
Oh, wow.
Hey, you've been talking yourself up all day. Knock yourself out.
Watch it, Lane.
Oh, god damn it. You yawned and now I have to yawn. Son of a bitch. Sympathetic yawning. Oh, wow. That is...
I didn't mean literally. You want to pick yourself, huh? Sounds like a good idea to me.
Oh, yeah, because see, this is after.
You did a little pew. One of you.
Yeah, I have thoughts about that, but I'll talk about it later.
Now I do.
I feel like I can hear doves in the...
Oh my god.
Oh!
Poor baby.
So he has, like, clairvoyance. Like, it's not just the senses.
Spidey
Like,
sense,
he can... I don't know.
Wow, I didn't think we'd get, like, 3D animated fight scenes, but...
Okay.
Here we are. I'm really impressed.
Ah! Oh, that was clean, how RWBY went around.
It shaved the hair off of my mustache. I had been growing that for some months.
Shit!
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Oh, shit! Some of this is really clean.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
It really reminds me of the Volume 2 fight
Yeah.
between Yang and Neo. Obviously, it's Yang and Neo again, but even, like, how she moved and... Oh, wow.
I need fire.
Fire!
Fire!
You dumb broad!
I am the stronger.
Oh, look at Neo.
You want fire, tough guy? I'll give you fire.
That's an inspired choice to make him like a New York Italian. Oh man, I can't believe Brooklyn exists somewhere in Remnant.
Ah, shit! You go, Neo! I have no bias whatsoever!
Kick her ass, Neo!
Yeah! Time dilation!
Hey!
Ah, nice! Good job, Roman! You play dirty! Oh yeah, what are these two doing? They're not fighting anybody! Damn, he had so much bloodlust he doesn't even get to fight. Poor Sky. Okay, well now... No one can see. Oh, that was... I didn't expect that one! That was one of my little teehees that I gave.
You to tee.
No, I gave them some tees of my own volition just in case they needed one.
Hey, genius. It was your idea. Congrats. We blew the whole mission because you didn't let RWBY get a word in.
I ain't listening to anyone, Blondie.
Yeah,
Blondie.
that's the problem.
God, I love him
Big
so
ego.
much.
Oh my god!
Whatever.
You're
You
right,
screwed
though.
up. How about we get out of here?
I choose to believe
Where'd
that
he
that's
go?
canon.
He's made a run
That
for it.
Cardinal
I'm
has
able
a
to sense
micro
it with my
penis.
semblance.
Darn it. Maybe we should regroup.
Good plan.
Enough of this. Russell, you're up.
Oh, that wasn't captioned. That was weird. Oh,
What? What the fucking Sonic the Hedgehog shit was that?
What?
around
Wait a second, you can't just do that and not explain anything.
We've halted their operations for the time being.
Oh, that's
Oh my
funny. That's
Either I'm seeing
inspired.
things or we got a
Goodness
real
gracious.
big problem.
Oh my God! Now the white fangs pulling up.
Oh no,
Someone
and
must
their
have tipped them off.
Tesla Cybertrucks.
Was this you?
We need to get out of here. Like, now.
Oh
Get to the
no.
extraction point and hail a ship. I'll find the others.
Okay.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Ruby, you're okay.
There you are. Wait, where's Blake?
Let's hope she's already planning for our departure.
No one bagged Torchwick?
Oh my
You only had
God.
one job.
Our job was a recon.
Yeah, that's true. All they had to do was find out information,
What are
bestie.
you doing? Where are you going? The white fang is here.
About that. I thought I'd introduce you to some old friends.
Oh my God.
I don't think you formally met.
Roman is serving so much cunt right
You're
now.
ditching us and taking the dust.
Khaki, buddy. I'm a criminal. Don't take it personally.
Oh, that's
I love how
funny.
condescending he
Small
sounds.
I
words
know.
You can understand. This is just the natural order of things. Us on top and everyone else below.
Sassy. I like
That's
that.
Roman
Back on my
Torchwick.
feet after
I
my
like
little
that.
vacation in jail. And this
That's
dust
very
that
funny.
goes
He
twice
did say
as far
us on
to go
top,
to the cash.
so.
That'll do the trick.
Not if I can help it.
Yeah, whatever.
What the heck was that?
It's Roman was supposed to have Fiona's semblance originally.
Oh.
So they gave it to him,
Enjoy
I'm
your little
assuming.
That's
Party with
cute.
the
I
fam.
like that.
As for us, we'll do what we always do.
Lie, cheat,
Lie.
steal, and survive. Is he gonna
Steal.
die?
No, he's okay.
Survive.
Oh, he's so cute! That just like fulfilled me for like a whole year. Like I have a will to live. I'm good. Like
You really fumbled this.
We can leave now, right?
What about him?
You were Torchwick. The
yeah, I know.
Let them deal with
You know, let them hash it out. It's okay.
His operations. If we bring him in to face justice,
Or they could
suspicion might
arrest
not be a
him, I
complete
guess.
waste of time.
Fine. Love, Russell.
That's
grab the guy.
interesting though.
get
Cardin
outta
doesn't think highly of the faunus, but he's like, let's just leave this guy here to get killed by the white fang. Like, I don't know what to make of that, if anything. Oh my God,
Oh.
he's standing right there.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
I guess they didn't receive that same kindness.
Oh,
Defending these fascist humans now, are we?
Adam sounds very on point. Holy
Why does
fuck.
it look like his belt buckle says 3?
You don't need to be here, Adam.
Like, I choose
The
to believe
dogs,
that that's
the
like a,
breach, This.
I don't know.
These attacks are
Symbol
doing
of some
nothing
sort?
for the faunus.
And I suppose you are in that cozy little school of yours?
Is Iliad
Where did
beacon
the
to keep
captions
tabs on
go?
me? Did you send her?
I know.
Ilya isn't mine to send anymore.
Oh.
When you left,
Oh.
our team was divided up. You shouldn't have run.
Does she work for Sienna now
I had
then?
to leave. I wanted peace, not violence. Yuma, Trifa, Ilya. I begged them to leave with me. What more could I have done?
You could have stayed.
Uh-oh.
Time's up. Don't waste your talent on that school, Blake. You may have been my student, but if we cross paths,
Oh, okay,
and
so
you're
they're
standing in my way
changing.
again, I won't be so kind.
Okay, then.
Well, that's
Weird.
interesting.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay, they're back.
Where's Blake?
She went to find you guys.
Too bad. Let's haul ass already.
What are you talking about? We can't just leave her here.
She can find her own way back.
Maybe when it's a certain amount of characters on screen,
man,
but
she
I
pulled the
needed
weight
those
back there.
captions all the time.
Look! There she is!
Wee.
Ooh.
Aww.
Girlfriends.
Come on! On 3, everybody! 1, 2, 3!
I love how Cardin's not even helping. What an
Oh
asshole.
man, that was close.
You good?
Just a little winded.
Aww.
Get back home.
Let's see, it's come home, right? I think that there's some Volume 1 music in the back, like Wings.
That does sound like Volume 1 music. Man.
Oh my god, that was really good.
That was cute. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, like the fight scenes were a lot.
It's you.
Yeah.
I did not expect the fighting to be,
I know.
like,
it was like some of those shots were very like
well done.
Yeah.
I didn't even expect there to kind of be, because it's such a endeavor to make fan animated combat scenes.
I love how they put who did
that's
each
really
fight.
great. I love that.
Yeah, like some of the Neo choreo was really like, you know.
It really reminds me of those early Neo fight scenes.
I told you, killing the Bower was killing the Bower?
What about him?
I really hope you get one.
What about him?
I don't think I did anything.
Chill.
Yeah, and that's the problem with you. Big ego. Tiny little dick. Small peepee.
We are in so much trouble.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm with little Miss Schnee over here. We fucked up.
Thank you, Jeremy. I'm pretty sure it's Jeremy now that I keep listening to it. How do I explain this? Like, the fight scenes are not as fast, but when they do get as fast, they are as, like, tight as RWBY fight scenes were. And I think that's super impressive, especially for a fan project. I like that I don't want to say resolve this arc, but I feel like that this was the, like, let's pal around with Team Cardin for 2 episodes. And I'm assuming that we'll probably see the Natural Order again later, but, like, it's probably gonna be more White Fang focused. Like, if I had to guess, I guess, on, like, where's the plot going? Like, if we're talking about where things are going from this point, I would say that this seems more of a mini arc, because even Roman said, like, yeah, I was just working with you for, like, this one day. I have what I need. Bye. So he doesn't really seem interested in, so there could be an interesting thing where Roman and Neo seem to be out on their own for the most part. They're not working with Cinder anymore. They're also not working really with the White Fang, because the White Fang is still under Cinder. They're not working with these guys anymore. And so you have an interesting situation where this organization will probably still persist even though they arrested that man. So that organization has beef with Torchwick, but the White Fang has beef with Torchwick, but the White Fang has beef with that, like, the White Fang has beef with the Order, and the Order has beef with the White Fang. So, like, everybody has beef with Torchwick, but they also all have beef with everybody else.
Torchwick organizes his life in such a way that a lot of different terrorist organizations want to murder him.
But it's like nobody's on anybody's side in terms of the factions we have now, and I think that's interesting. I liked, again, I don't know, like, because, you know, I guess the fear is, like, with rewrites and stuff, people are worried of, oh, they're gonna make Cardin the main character, but what I really like about what Kale did is that Cardin was not really the character that got the development, because at the end, he's still an ass, like, and nothing changes. It was about highlighting the other members of the team. I don't know what was going on with Russell.
I loved the Sonic the Hedgehog
like,
attack.
I feel like I need
that was inspired.
But I really like Dove and
Rooster
Sky.
Teeth could never.
No, they could not. And so I really like that aspect of exploring the dynamics, and that they're not all on board with Cardin, that they don't like him very much. Like, I guess Sky said that, right? So I thought that was really interesting. Again, the fight scenes were really tight. I'm so impressed by the presence of the fight scenes, because it just, like, I don't know how to explain this. I was sad when RWBY Volume 9 ended, if you guys remember, like, during the finale. I was like, I'm not sad about, like, Neo, let's say, because I understand Neo's arc, and I'm sure she's gonna be okay, because the fear was going into the finale that Neo was going to die, right? And so my general conceit, if you want to call it that, was the idea that that's not what I'm sad about. It's that after this, we may never see these characters again, and Hunter had said, but, like, we have fan fiction, and I had said, but we don't have the fight. Like, we won't see them move, we won't see them emote, right? And so to have something like this where it's like, no,
it's
like,
really
you do have them
really
moving,
nice.
right? Like, even the little, like, ta-da they did, I'm like, that ta-da can sustain me for you know, months now, just that little ta-da, and it's not even official or anything, but their dynamic with Roman and Neo especially just seems compelling. That's what Roman said, it's like, it's us against everyone else. I wonder about how people feel about them changing, that, like, Adam is now the Blake's teacher instead of like, I guess they're not doing the boyfriend stuff, because I mean, it's an AU, right? And so why not explore different things and change things? But I was surprised, like when he said that, like, I know I was your teacher, like that was a little, not heavy-handed, like in a bad way, but I was like, oh, that's a heavy-handed way of telling the audience that this is a different version of Adam.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the version of Adam we have is so pronounced in the show that you do kind of have to be very deliberate and forward with how you intend to change him as a character.
I mean, some people may not like that. I don't mind in the sense of, well, we already have crazy Adam. Like, we already have insane Adam, so why not explore the alternative?
We have incel Adam.
We have incel Adam at home. Like, right? And so we already have that one. Like, we've collected that Barbie. Like, why don't we get a different, teacher Barbie instead? And so that's how I sort of feel about that, is I'm interested. And it did make that interaction a bit more compelling than I think that interaction would have gone in the show, because there's the implication of, listen, just this one time, I'm gonna let you go, but if I run into you again, I'm not gonna go easy on you. And I'm kind of a sucker for that sort of particular trope. I really like that. And yeah, I don't know about anything else. It just seemed like that this was like one mission in what is going to be a series of overarching missions, a lot like how the show was, right?
Especially in those early seasons.
Kale posted Team Coffee stuff, like not models, but what do you call them? The character sheets. So I'm assuming maybe we'll get some Team Coffee stuff. So I'm enjoying this. Like, the stakes are high, but they're not like Salem's destroying the world high. So we have time to breathe, but we also have urgency, right?
You know what this
it's
reminds
a nice balance,
me of? Yeah. This reminds me of the fan fiction that. Like RWBY fanfiction circa volumes 1 and 2. Yeah. Back when we only thought that like the White Fang was the biggest bad.
That Cinder was the biggest problem.
We didn't really know who Salem was, so most people like propositioned Cinder as being involved in the White Fang. I don't even know if Salem
exists in Kale's AU. I would have to ask.
Yeah, so it reminds me a lot of those early. I'm a little nostalgic. It reminds me of those early fanfiction that had a fundamentally different view of the story that RWBY would later become.
Yeah, and I think that that's interesting because, like I said, it strikes a nice middle ground between, okay, well, there's still stakes, right? Like, Roman could still, I don't know, kill somebody, right? But it's also not a life or death scenario. The entire world is going to end if we don't get this mission right. And that makes it more interesting because, I don't know, when the only option is to succeed, there's a lot, like, that's very loaded sometimes, right? And, like, yes, the characters still fail, like, in Volume 8 they failed, but for the most part, if a character has to succeed, usually, unless the point is that they failed, they succeed. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Whereas this, it's like, okay, well, they don't need to succeed or fail because it's a recon mission, and so really the possibilities are open for what happens here. But if you're in a situation where RWBY is fighting Salem, the choices are she wins or she dies, which is not as interesting as if it's in a different sort of situation with a different character where there are other, like, if it's a visual novel, there are multiple different paths. But because of Salem, there are some moments in the show where it's, like, say Raven fighting Cinder. It's like, okay, well, either Raven dies or Cinder kind of dies and Cinder didn't die, but maybe that's not the best example. But in that situation, it's not like, we can talk it out, or I'm going to, throw my voice as a distraction, or I'm going to, like, blow a hole with my semblance and do this and, like, escape through this way. Like, there's only so many paths that you can take. And so I feel like that's where the show gets caught up sometimes. So something like this, it's a bit more low stakes, but that means that there's more possibilities. Like, they didn't need to arrest that guy, right? He could have gotten away, he could have done, right? He could have died. It's all, it's not the end of the world if any of those things happen either. And so through that, you allow for Sonic the Hedgehog Russell, whereas maybe that would have not been, right? If it were a different situation, that would have not been as appropriate. Or you're able to have Blake talk to Adam because it's not life or death anymore. Like, Roman's gone, it's fine. And so you're able to have those sorts of conversations, or looking around because all they're doing is retconning. They're not in a constant fight. It's not like going through the whale where it's like, we need to go save Oscar and get the fuck out. Right here, it's like, okay, we're just looking for a little information. If we don't find the information, no one's gonna die. It'd be nice if we succeed on our mission. And so I just like that. I like, there's a chill vibe, but it's still interesting. right? And so it was refreshing. It was refreshing. We didn't talk about this at the beginning of the video because I really didn't want to, but like we're recording this after finding out the thing that you're thinking, why didn't Hunter and Cal say anything about, right? And so like
All I'll say is that the disclaimer at the beginning of the video saying that they did this without Rooster Teeth's permission is a
Hunter
little redundant
to make
now.
A joke like, yeah, we don't need Rooster Teeth's permission anymore. Who gives a shit, right? And so
I'm gonna ask Rooster Teeth's permission, pulls out a Ouija board.
Yeah. Like, it was
yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I thought that recording this today would kind of tank my mood or something. I was kind of back and forth because Hunter and I were supposed to record today regardless, but then I was like, I don't know. But seeing this, I'm like, but there's still hope, right? There's still hope that cool things can happen no matter what. And that I feel like that's what we all need right now. So thank you, Kale, for all that you guys do. We appreciate it. I hope that you guys enjoyed the reaction. Sorry if I went on a little bit of a tangent there. I just have a lot of thoughts. Do you have anything else to say, or are you good?
No, other than I really enjoy Evermorrow, and I'm really looking forward to more of it.
But the only thing I'd say is please put the captions back. I think what they were doing was like if there's more than like 4 people to, but no, you need to please have them all the time.
Please.
I was like, wait a minute, I can't hear all of a sudden the audio processing disorder. But yeah, and so we will see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye, guys.